Chapter 1. Adam and Eve were childhood friends. They always used to play when they were kids. Adam's parents were college-time friends with Eve's parents. Naturally, Adam and Eve became friends as well. When they were kids, Adam and Eve used to fight on very trivial reason, but their friendship was beyond just fighting. Childhood and childhood friends stay with us forever, even if they go far away, and good time leaves a very sweet aroma in the memories of the people, but good time never continues to go on forever. By the time they grew in every way, from kindergarten to primary, and from primary to middle school, and from middle school to high school, slowly the deep bonding between those two was drifting. Eve grew up to be a cheerful girl who would help anyone that she has to, but she became a gal, whereas Adam kept a low-key profile. But he had some friends and was a good boy. Though his personality, he still was a person who would go to any lengths just to save someone. But when no one knows that you have something that they don't have, they think that no one has it, for example, going to help someone out of their own way and trusting someone more than self. These things are one of those that many cannot do. Adam and Eve grew some distance between them because of the difference in taste. But that wasn't the only reason. After growing for some age, Adam's parents and Eve's parents started to say that a boy should play with boys and be more manly, and a girl should play with a girl and grow a bit girly. But the reason for why they should play with similar gender and not the opposite gender didn't ever get into the heads of them. But due to constant pressure, they started to grow apart at their house. They were still close at school, but even in school slowly, the people started to say that the only relation a girl and a boy are able to have was a relationship as lovers, and accept that there are no type of relationship in which two people are as close as this. The difference and the drift that occurred between them because of others' expectations and a fake belief of gender difference was the main cause. There are many things and much more ways that a girl can share about to another girl when compared to a boy, but still, there are chances for them to share some things to boys as well, may it be little. The same goes for boys. Adam and Eve went as the world led them to. Because Adam was an introvert by nature, everyone left him as he was, except some of his friends. The only person who was actually concerned about him was none other than Eve, but she couldn't show it in front of others. One day, Adam broke down a high fever, and his parents were outside of the city because of some business issue. Adam had no one to turn towards. He was in a terrible condition. But when he called his parents, they said that they were busy and he should call some time other than this, and hung up. Adam cried in pain, and before fainting he called to a number, and Adam fell. The next time he woke up, he found that he was lying in his bed, and Eve was in his kitchen cooking for Adam. She brought some food for him. When he saw Eve, Adam just cried, without saying a word, and Eve simply hugged him. After some days of the incident, Adam and Eve were close to each other, even in front of everyone, and when some people confronted them both about their mismatch and some other things, they would just say one thing, and that was, "We know what we are doing, and no one asked you to give your opinion about us." And this sudden change was only because they came to know the actual truth about the world's eyesight. Everyone talks about gender equality and much more. But do they really mean it? Adam's parents had already left him emotionally. They only cared about their business, and due to this, Adam had gradually gone into the dark. This was known by Eve, so she always tried to be there for him. Then one day, Eve's gal friends called Eve and said that if she is going to be with that looser Adam, she has no place in their friends group, because Adam was always looked down by others for how incapable he was and how he was all alone all the time. Eve, straight on their face, said that they were more than welcome to leave her side because Even she never wanted to be friends with such people who only looked down on others without even knowing them properly and was about to leave. But then one of the friends of Eve asked Eve about the relationship that they both shared. Eve couldn't say a word and left. Then the same person said, "You are leaving your friends for that looser, are you out of your mind or something?" After Eve leaving, the gals talked about something, and the person who asked Eve all those went to Adam and said that she actually likes him and wants to date him. Adam asked, "Why me?" The gal replied she liked how he never did anything and was always lazy thinking about something, and how he never cares about what others say to him. Adam felt as if it was not a confession, but that gal was actually insulting Adam in front of everyone. Adam said that he wants to think about it and went away. Then after the classes, he went to that gal and said that he would like to try dating her as well, and then decide whether she was doing this after real love or just faking all of it. The gal and Adam both decided on a date and went around places and had a lot of fun. The next day, when Adam went to school, he found out that the gal he went on a date with didn't mean it at all, and she only wanted to make Eve feel jealous. But when Eve heard about this, she didn't say anything and was looking like she didn't want to hear any excuse from Adam. But they were never dating to begin with, so Eve couldn't say anything to him and left the class silently. Adam saw Eve like that and thought that he had to say her everything, but he didn't do much and sat down silently as well. The gal who did all this wasn't satisfied about how the things had turned out. Chapter 2. Some days after the incident, Adam and Eve started to drift again, but because she left her friends and didn't have anyone that she could turn towards, she became isolated in the class, and for Adam, things didn't go good as well. He had few friends, but after the incident, there was a fake rumor spreading all over the school campus about how Adam was not a good person and how he used Eve and turned her from the most popular girl in the school to the most unpopular girl. But there was a different perspective to it as well. Adam and Eve had known everything from the very beginning. The gal asking Adam out, and even the fact that the gals were only doing this for revenge. When Adam went away from the gal to think about the answer for her fake confession to Adam, he actually went to Eve so that they could think about something to end up all the things. And the best idea that they could come up with was going with their plan to humiliate Adam and Eve so that they could be satisfied. But things went way out of their thoughts. They couldn't believe how much they lied about Adam and Eve just to get the satisfaction. Adam and Eve were not only childhood friends, but neighbors too. So when Adam's parents were out of city or were late working, Eve would come over to Adam's house and cook for both of them, and after having dinner with Adam, Eve would go back to her house. One day, when Eve was preparing dinner for both of them, Adam got a message from an unknown number. According to the message, a complete stranger called Adam out to talk about something that he really wants, and also said that he has something really important to talk, so Adam has to come alone. When Eve heard this, she felt as if he shouldn't go, but she said that she will come along as well. Adam replied that he will go alone and that he feels that this message actually makes him feel like something is really off, and that he should go to check who this person is. Eve still felt as if it wasn't good at all, but at last gave in to Adam, and while leaving for her house, she said, "Be careful." The next day, Adam went to the place where the person had told him to, and as agreed, he was alone. Then the person who came in front of Adam turned out to be the boyfriend of the gal that did all the terrible things to Adam and Eve. The only thing that Adam got in his mind was, "Not this guy," and thought that was something left to do to us. After that, Adam asked him why he called him here, and that guy said that what happened to you was not the right thing, but we men are only good if we have brute strength and give money to our wives. This society nearly never takes the side of a man. Sometimes women deserve to be listened, because they do go through some horrible things that they don't deserve. But nowadays, the gender equality and such are rising, and everyone is saying that they deserve good and all. But don't you think that there is no gender equality in real life, Adam? Adam said, yes, it is true that there is no one who takes a man's side if the opposite one is a woman who you are fighting with. But if you are correct and you deserve good, the good will come to you as well. Adam did say those words, but inside, he was so scared to see him that he could barely move, because the boyfriend of the gal was actually the most feared man in the whole city. Although he was just 19-year-old, he had control over many gangs and was known to everyone as the devil's advocate because of his cunning tricks and greatly spiky brain of his. Then Adam asked why he was called out and what was that he wanted to talk. The guy said that what had happened to you was bad, and I feel sorry for what she did to you as a token of apology. You can use this video as you like and do whatever you want with it. And then he showed a video of his girlfriend, the gal, to Adam. And it wasn't some normal video, it was that guy and the gal making love. The guy said that Adam can use this as a revenge porno to make her despair her being born. After listening to what that guy said, there was no false rumor of him being called the devil's advocate. He could really be a devil rather than devil's advocate. But after coming out of his own thoughts, Adam asked that guy about why he is doing all this and what will he gain from all of this. The guy said that, have you ever heard the term, an eye for an eye? Adam took a deep breath and said yes. Then the guy said that what she did was not good. Do you know what the rumors in school say about you? Adam replied, not fully, but judging by the student's face, it has to be something terrible. That guy said, yes, the rumors say that. Adam was very interested in that gal, which led Adam to stalk the gal even at her house. And when she was very scared of Adam, she talked to him, and she even begged Adam to leave her alone. Then Adam said that if she asks him for a date in front of everyone and goes out with him for a day, Adam would leave her and wouldn't stalk her anymore. So she saw it as a ray of hope and did it. But even after that, Adam was still stalking her and said that if anyone in the school talks about this to Adam, he will jump into her house and would do even terrible things. Adam was in shock, but he still couldn't understand that why Eve was dragged into all of this mess. That guy said that his girlfriend spread another rumor about Eve being the person who gave all of the info, like the gal's house address and what route she takes to her house and much more, because Eve was jealous of the gal who had more friends than her and even spoke some bad things about her, which would be inappropriate for you to know, Adam. Then Adam was furious about what the gal did and asked the guy to send a video to him and he would see the rest. The guy sent it to him and gave a smirk. When Adam saw it, he came to his sense. He felt as if his primitive instinct for danger shouted in his head that stay alert. And then Adam said that what would you gain by losing your girlfriend? That guy didn't say anything and went away. Chapter 3. When Adam came back to his house, he saw that Eve was waiting for him, and Adam's parents were out of the city as usual. Adam sat beside Eve and said everything that happened. And after listening to everything, Eve asked what Adam wants to do. Adam said there is no way that he would step this low just to get some revenge. Eve said, I know it very well. And after that they had their dinner. Adam asked Eve that did she knew about the rumors. Eve said yes. Adam said, then why didn't you say anything? You could have said everyone that I forced you to say the info or something else. It doesn't matter what I do or say in the class, but you matter. Eve slapped Adam and said that who do you think I am? I choose what I want to do. And you are not some tool to me. You are important to me. Adam had a deep conversation about it, and the next day, they decided to clear up the rumors, but then a classmate of theirs came to Adam and said, what are you going to do about the video? I bet you are very eager to get her on the floor and beg you for forgiveness. When Adam heard the things that he said, he didn't feel as if the classmate was saying this to him, but rather the devil's advocate guy was saying to him. The rage and every feeling that Adam had controlled inside of him came out rapidly, and before he noticed, Adam was punching the classmate and was in rage. Eve was somehow able to control the fight and took Adam away. After some hours, the principal of the school called Adam and the classmate to the principal's office and talked about it. Adam wasn't able to give a clear explanation about why he did that and what was the main reason. Because of his silence, Adam was suspended from the school and was said that if he writes an apology letter to his classmate and if he forgives him, Adam will able to come to the classes again. Adam was furious because he knew that his classmate was the one at fault. But now, Adam has to apologize to him. Adam never wrote an apology letter, and every week, once Adam was called to the school to submit the letter, and then he would get a chance to attend the school again. But he never wrote. After a week, Eve also left going to the school and was staying with Adam in his room all the time. Both their parents were worried about them. Adam's parents didn't believe that Adam was right to hit him, but after getting sick of it, Adam didn't even want to clear his name. Then Eve explained everything to both her parents and Adam's parents about what happened. Adam's parents felt ashamed of what they did and apologized to him many times, but Adam didn't react. Adam asked why Eve was not going to the school. She said that there was some reason, but when Adam asked forcefully, Eve said that when her classmates started to talk bad things about Adam, Eve couldn't control herself and stood up for Adam. But when the classmates started to bully her, she couldn't control herself and quit the school. Adam cried and hugged her. They both knew what they felt for each other. Adam said that he will clear everything once and for all. Everything that had happened with Adam made him a strategist and became very cautious as well. Adam made a plan to clear up all the misunderstanding. He bought something online and then contacted the devil's advocate guy and went to the said place. While Eve called all the people who insulted Adam and Eve, she even called the principal and the other teachers to the auditorium and started a recording. But the gal who did all this was nowhere to find. And when some of the gal's friends asked about where the gal was, Eve said the reason why she isn't here is because for her own good. Then Eve started a recording that showed a guy who was known as the devil's advocate. Every student was afraid that why he was in the recording. Eve said that this no recording, but actually this is live. Adam was the one who was recording and asked the guy, why did he do all this? That guy said that he had nothing to do in all of this. Adam said, don't play dumb. I know everything now. Then that guy started to reveal his true nature. He said he had proposed the girl named Eve, but she refused him, saying that she is already in love, but the devil's advocate hates no. So he started to play a game with her. Adam wasn't the main objective. He was the way for him to go near Eve. The gal wasn't the one who spread the rumors about you. It was me. I manipulated the gal and made her my girlfriend. And after that, I inserted hatred for Eve in the heart of that gal and said that plan of dating you and everything about stalking as well. All the things that occurred was planned by me, even the one who made you angry. The classmate of yours was my subordinate. Adam asked, then what would you gain by sending me that video? That guy said that if you would have used that video after all this, I would have killed you, but you showed that you are worthy of having Eve. Tell her I wish her good luck. That guy left, and Adam was shaking hearing the same thing in his mind. When that guy said that he would have killed Adam if he had showed the video to anyone. The school and everyone except the gal saw everything, and at the spot apologized to Eve. And when Adam returned to the school after talking with the guy, the whole school apologized to him as well. The gal couldn't understand anything, and then the principal called the gal's parents and wanted to talk with her. But Adam requested that she should never know about the video, and the principal did as he said. The gal broke up with the guy, and every day she cursed Adam and Eve for that, but they were the ones who saved her life. After many years, Adam and Eve got married and are living a happy life. That guy became worldwide famous as the most fearsome gangster who wasn't bad in particular. This society says that gender equality is needed and much more, but they never show it in their actions. A boy and girl are not so different. If one has some kind of trouble, the other could have different kinds. Understanding could become the meaning of gender equality rather than meaningless quarrel.